All right, good morning, guys. Today's lesson is 3.5 parallel lines and triangles. Okay, so the sum of an angle measures of a triangle is always the same. All right, so let's look at postulate 3.2. Parallel postulate: through a point, not on a line, there is only one line parallel to the given line. There is exactly one line through P parallel to L. Okay, and then theorem 311 says triangle sum theorem. The sum of the measures of the angles of a triangle is 180, okay? 180. So the sum, which means if you add all of the angles together, you should get a degree of 180. So let's look at part one. It says, what are the values of x and y in the diagram on the right, okay? Well, first I'm going to look at triangle ABD, all right? So the triangle sum theorem states that the interior sum of all angles in a triangle is 180. So I could add 43 plus 59 plus x and set it equal to 180, all right? 43 plus 59 is 102. All right, and then the solve for x, just subtract 102 from both sides. And x is 78, okay? Now, let's find y. So if x is 78, all right, well, x and y are a linear pair, which means that they have a sum of 180. So in order for us to find the measure of y, we have to subtract 180 minus 78, and we get 102. So y is 102. Now, let's find z. Well, we know that y is 102, and angle DBC is 49. So we can add 102 plus 49 plus z and set it equal to 180. So 102 plus 49 plus z is equal to 180. 102 plus 49 is 151. Subtract 151 from both sides, and z is 29 degrees. Okay, our measurement is in degrees. So x is 78, y is 102, and z is 29 degrees. All right, so an exterior angle of a polygon is a triangle formed by a side and extension of an adjacent side. For each exterior angle of a triangle, the two non-adjacent interior angles are its remote interior angles. In each triangle below, angle 1, so angle 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, is the exterior angle because it is outside of the triangle, and 2 and 3 are its remote interior angles because they are on the inside of the triangle. But if you look, okay, this right here, these angles that I'm marking, okay, they're not remote interior angles, okay? Those would be they are a linear pair, but 2 and 3 are, in fact, they're remote interior angles. All right, theorem 312, triangle exterior angle theorems. The measure of each exterior angle of a triangle equals the sum of the measures of the two remote interior angles. So the measure of angle 1 is the measure of angle 2 plus the measure of angle 3. Okay, so add the two remote interior angles together, and then you would get your exterior angle. So if you look at part 2, the first question says, what is the measure of angle 1? Well, we have an angle of 80 and 18, all right? So we just have to add the remote interior angles together, and 80 plus 18 is 98. So the measure of angle 1 is 98 degrees, okay? And then for measure of angle 2, okay, well, here we are given the exterior angle and one remote interior angle. So we have to find angle 2. Well, that's okay. We still could add 59 plus angle 2, which are the remote interior angles, and set it equal to the exterior angle, all right? And then to solve, you just subtract 59 from both sides, and the measure of angle 2 is 65 degrees. All right, the last two examples, they're a little bit more complex than the ones that we have seen before, but it's okay. We still have to take into consideration that a sum of the interior angles of a triangle is 180 degrees, all right? Well, let's look at this exterior angle here, 140, all right? Well, we want to find what this angle is. Well, if a straight line has a degree of 180, then we just subtract 180 minus 140, and this angle here is 40 degrees, all right? All right, and then we have 8x plus 12. Well, if you remember, okay, vertical angles are congruent. And here, 8x plus 12 in this angle that I just marked right here are vertical angles. So this angle has a degree of 8x plus 12. Now we have found all the interior angles, but two of the interior angles are equations. So what we have to do is we have to add them and set them equal to 180. So 40 plus 8x plus 12 plus 4x minus 4 is equal to 180, okay? And then we could just combine like terms. 40 plus 12 is 52 minus 4, which is 48. And then we have 8x plus 4x, which is 12x. Set it equal to 180. Subtract 48. So 12x is equal to 132. Now divide both sides by 12. X is 11, okay? Now, we just have to find the measure of angle A, which is 4x minus 4. So 4x, x is 11, minus 4. 4 times 11 is 44, minus 4 is 40, okay? All right, in this angle, or in this problem, we have to find several angles. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna label these with variables. I'm gonna label this angle, call this angle X, angle Y, and angle Z, okay? Now, in order for us to find angle X, okay, so here we have a exterior angle and then two remote interior angles. Now remember, remote interior angles, okay, if you add them together, the sum is the exterior angle. So 45 plus x is equal to 95, okay? Now, to solve for x, you just subtract 45 from both sides, and x is 50 degrees, okay? Now, if we want to solve for y, if x is 50, well, remember that this is a straight line. So x plus 70 plus y is equal to 180, right? Exactly. So if x is 50, we're given 70, and we want to find y, and the sum of these three angles are 180 degrees. Well, we just add 50 plus 70 together, we get 120. Subtract 120 from both sides, and y is 60 degrees, all right? So x is 50, y is 60, and now we got to find z. So in order for us to find z, we have to add 60 plus 73 plus z and set it equal to the sum of the interior angles of a triangle, which is a very familiar number. It's 180 degrees, okay? So 60 plus 73 is 133, and it's equal to 180, and to solve for z, we just subtract 133 from both sides, and z is 47.